Thank you for that, Manoj. Yes, you're right. We do have an advantage point, some would say, but also an obligation to be there for our clients, like all of us in this panel today. So we went into lockdown quite a few weeks ago. We must all also realize in Asia, China gave us an early warning, and our business in China gave us ideas as to how to prepare. So we looked at it through six lenses. We saw customer demands through six lenses. The first one was, how do I securely connect and work remotely, right? And this is where all the collab technologies came into play, etc. Then very quickly, there was a huge demand on secure connectivity, connecting to the hyperscalers, connecting to data centers, etc. And when that happened, working from home and then connecting to hyperscalers, a massive shortage or requirement for cybersecurity. We saw a 20x increase in cybersecurity attacks, people attacking the homes, during these vulnerable times. Large-scale events like digital events like what we're trying to establish here today. We saw a demand on that. Organizations wanting to communicate with their customers and their staff alike. So a lot of these events moved to digital platforms. And last but not least, the entire customer service operation, right, being very, very challenged around that. But to grapple all of that, the fundamental shortages we saw was the availability of technology elements and components. So the whole logistics, supply chain. And these are the six areas we've been working with our clients and partners in trying to address the last few weeks.
Excellent. So Pranay, NTT yourself, you are a large global telecom company. Potentially your organization and addressing this change for your organization itself may be a single biggest challenge and a big lesson in itself. So would you want to, maybe that is, would you like to share that story of how NTT has gone about dealing with this and how you have prepared yourself?
So you're right with that, Manoj, that we are a global carrier, a telecoms provider as well. And I suppose some way we were drinking our own champagne, right? Remote working, securely working from home is in the bloodline of what we do. So we prepared our organization months in advance to deal with this pandemic. And the story I'd like to share is how NTT as an organization, we morphed during this time. We provide essential services to organizations that provided the essential services to our citizens across all industries. We were able to support our clients, right? Support them through our global delivery centers, our agents, our technical resources, without missing an SLA. So we were able to deliver calls, deliver emails, deliver connectivity to them. Everybody had access to laptops and secure connectivity. We also had put in all sorts of operational guides and manuals around when we are working from home or in a situation like this. But what we actually accelerated months ago was our ambition to move to a right sourcing model, but with an automation mindset. What I mean by that, we embarked on using technologies like Genesys, Google Dialogflow, Contact Center AI, in elements around conversational AI, where our clients could speak to bots and get human-like personalized experience. And we were able to then use automation from the conversation layer all the way down to the supply chain, where if we needed to reset passwords or we needed to install software for our clients, that could happen in an automated fashion.
Excellent. And then Pranay, so what defines the new normal moving forward? As you take stock of this, and how do we, I don't think any company would have prepared for this level of business continuity. So what is the new normal that you are preparing NTT for?
I think for us is, I think what doesn't change, Manoj, is keeping the eye on the prize, which is client centricity, right? If we focus on that, I think everything will be all right. How we prepared around that is how we measure and manage our business moving forward. So the number one priority is on employee and client safety, right? If you don't feel safe and secure, it's not worth doing, right? The second one is on engagement. Now, realistically, we acknowledge that anywhere up to 25 to 30% of our staff will continue to work from home until we see fit and everybody comes back. How do we ensure that they're engaged, right? And then start looking at a new rule book around productivity and employee engagement with with what are the KPIs moving forward, right? There's a perception in Asia, like, for many years, you've got to be seen in the office to be seen as working and things like that. Now, this sort of stigma, that's all out the window now, right? So the way we measure productivity will be very different moving forward. The way we set KPIs will be very different. But I think the one thing that doesn't change is the good customer service, and focusing on the customers we have today is where we've got to start.
Excellent, Pranay.